we doing it?
Should be live, yes.
We're doing it. Yay!
Back at it.
Here we are, back for another weekly Lego building adventure stream.
Bag number 6. We're going to finish Lego's Castle, Vader's Castle today. Still got the dog and the cats roaming free.
Yeah, the animals are just going to be a hazard.
They could cause chaos at any moment. It's live.
Yeah, a potential hazard. So, Kilo, are you gonna be cool? Did you just drool all over me? Ew. What's up, Daniel S?
Hey, Daniel.
Thanks for moderating. Let me post this link onto the Twitters. Boo, boo, boo. Oh yeah, my songs.
Uh-huh.
They almost always just end up being poison.
You never do that in everyday activities.
I do too. Sometimes. It's probably because we've been playing so much Animal Crossing that I need some kind of little tune or jingle happening.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
How's everyone enjoying their quarantine time? Hopefully you're healthy and not sick with the coronavirus. We don't know anyone that's gotten it. Thank goodness.
That's not true.
Well, that's not confirmed.
I think it's likely.
Well, one of our friends might have it, but
Can.
he's a young whippersnapper. He'll be all right. But yeah, we've been just playing a lot of Animal Crossing and watching a lot of streams. Better.
We went to Italy a couple years ago, and it's awesome there.
Yeah. Who's our favorite Knight of Ren? Where are the...
Trudgeon, because that's the only one's name that I can ever remember because it's such a funny name.
Trudgeon. Just trudging.
Just trudging along.
Trudging along in my daily life. Being a bad guy. That's it.
That's his theme song. John Williams wrote that, and they deleted it. I don't know why.
What are we streaming? Well, our very favorite local theater, Dad's Garage, while they've been shut down, they are doing Twitch streams every day, and on the weekends they're streaming their scripted shows, so I've been watching a lot of that, and whenever our buddy Ken Knapsack decides to get on and stream, we'll try to watch. I do stickers.
Oh, I forgot, I'm sorry.
Gimme.
Put it up like that.
Like this?
Uh-huh. Oh, there are all the names. Aplek, Ushar, Kuruk, Cardo, Trudgeon, Kylo, Rin, and Vikrul.
I put it on a little crooked, but...
Well, I can't... It's not even on all the way.
What?
Look at that. Look at that. It's hanging off. I trusted you.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. You just gave up.
I gave up.
You don't do stickers anymore? Lightmeyer asks who our favorite Sith is.
Favorite Sith? Probably Darth Maul.
I'm a big Darth Bane fan. I really like his books.
I want to read those.
They're awesome.
More importantly, though, I I think they should make a Darth Bane Disney Plus show.
I don't think they would do that. Like, that's an R-rated story. They'd have to tone it down quite a bit. I mean, well, I guess whatever they do next, whatever they do now wouldn't have to be, but I'd be comparing it to the old books the whole time.
Yeah. Someone said, Alex been working out while in lockdown. We've both been working out, but you're probably working out more than I am. I've been doing the daily Orange Theory workouts on their YouTube channel, but not every day.
You ran around a lot today, catching bugs and fish. And...
Oh yeah, I get plenty of exercise in Animal Crossing.
Probably got 10,000 steps in there easy.
Why'd I cut my hair? I just wanted to change. I don't know that I regret it, but I am growing it back out as we speak. Especially now that I can't go get it cut.
Yeah, you're kind of forced to. Or I could cut it.
Absolutely not.
I did it once and I did a great job.
He did try to cut my hair once because I have like I used to just have an undercut, and we had a pair of clippers, and it was like covered up by my longer hair anyway, so I was like, yeah, give it a shot.
And I did great.
It didn't look great at all. Yeah, everyone's hair is long right now. We're all gonna come out of this knowing each other's real hair colors.
Mine's like at the length where I would normally be like, time to go get a haircut, and I can't.
Well, my best friend Gwen cuts my hair, and I was saying that I could get on the phone with her and try to have her talk me through how to cut his hair.
I like that idea, actually. Like you're trying to land an airplane remotely, and like in the movies, except the stakes are far lower.
Alexis, I did watch the new Little Women movie, and I did like it.
I have not seen it yet.
I think you would like it.
I probably would.
I'd watch it again. My natural hair color is red, but I get it like touched up to make it more vibrant. So it's just going to be a less impressive shade of red.
I like your natural hair color.
You haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, but I always was like, you don't need to color it.
But I have gray hairs, though.
Oh, no.
I have a lot of gray hairs, guys. It's upsetting. I'm young. I'm only 32. I'm probably gonna spend my 33rd birthday in quarantine. But I'm gonna force our friends to get on and like play Jackbox games or something.
I think remote karaoke sounds like fun. We'd be on Discord and everyone would be out of sync.
Yeah. How old is Alex? Well, Alex is 33 because he had a birthday in March.
You're 32 and 11 months.
Yeah. What pack number are we on? 6?
This is 6 out of 10, yeah.
I am in charge of stickers.
I thought you just gave up that duty.
No, I just put it on crooked.
And then you gave it to me. I thought that was you throwing in the towel. I'm glad to hear you're back on board.
I'm in it.
Welcome back.
Oh, people are wishing you a happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I put this piece on wrong.
What are we drinking tonight? More importantly, did we go to the store or get them delivered? We did go to the store. We're trying to only go...
We went to the store like a week ago.
Yeah, we're trying to only go to the grocery store once a week. Or less than that. And so the last time we went, we really stocked up on a lot of stuff. I'm drinking an Atlanta, a local beer. This is Three Taverns Night on Ponce IPA. And Alex is drinking black cherry White Claw. Like a classy lady.
I'm hydrating.
Who does the cooking? Actually, yesterday we both, I think, did a pretty equal amount of cooking.
It's usually you. You're the far better cook,
Yeah.
but I assist.
Yes.
I'm the sous chef.
I do most of the cooking, but because I want to. I like cooking. Also, fun fact, Alex can't smell. He is anosmic, so I don't always trust his ability to season food or taste it at all.
Which, less fun fact, apparently anosmia is now a symptom of coronavirus.
I did see that because I saw Binging with Babish talk about that. Chill Spartan 187, thank you for the super chat. Krennic is about to arrive and the castle isn't done.
He is not going to be impressed.
Oh no. Yeah, that would be embarrassing if Krennic came and Vader was like,
Just see him in his bath. I think I'm going to build the bath. Like, I'm building the bacta tank right now. It's just going to be right there. There's going to be no walls.
Oh, cool.
He's just going to be naked, hanging out.
I like that. B-Wing or Y-Wing?
B-Wing. No hesitation.
They look so goofy, though.
Who asked?
PK0435.
PK, it's a B-Wing all the way.
They look a little goofy.
Well, Y-Wings are slow and they get shot down easy, so... B-Wings have, like, the gyroscopic thing that swivels around. It's so cool.
It looks silly. I like the Y-Wing better.
Uh,
Daniel agrees.
You and Thomas can...
And Daniel S.
Fine.
He says Y-Wing for sure.
Fine.
Oh, Isaiah Armor trivia question. What was the standard issue blaster of the Galactic Empire during the Galactic Civil War?
The E11.
There you go. And didn't the Death Troopers have E11Ds?
Yes, they did.
See, I know things. I'm gonna post this link again real quick. Favorite clone. We've talked about this a few times.
It used to be Fives. But Echo is making a real run at my favorite spot now. I like Echo a lot after the Bad Batch arc. But Fives has classically been my answer.
I mean, Echo's story is done, so...
Not as done as Fives is.
Yeah. I like Rex. I think he's my favorite.
Well, it's the main clone.
What'd you just press?
I had 2 audio channels going, and one of them isn't even plugged in. So.
Okay. I was like, well, people could have heard us.
I was muting you for saying that Rex is your favorite. Kidding, that's a great choice. I'm muting you for saying you like Y-Wings. That's...
Aww. We played virtual trivia last night on Twitch. It was another Dad's Garage person who does bar trivia outside of Dad's Garage, but she hosted it on Twitch last night. It was really fun, and a bunch of other people are starting to do like virtual bar trivia, which is fun for me because I love going to trivia, but our friends get kind of tired of it.
I like it a lot more from the comfort of the couch.
Is this the bacta tank?
Part of it, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, you guys can't see that, I don't think.
It's so far away. Oh, it has like a little hinge on it. Oh, cool.
You can put Vader in it. If we have one, we don't have like a naked Vader.
That's what this is.
Oh. That's cool.
Trying to see which way this is supposed to go. Like this? All right.
He's just shirtless and has like a little mouthpiece.
I don't know which way he's supposed to face yet, but I'm just going to toss him in and hope for the best. Get in there. Hey, Hilo.
The tail.
Oh, no! Vader!
Hilo. I'm watching the tail wag on the stream.
Okay, sticker time.
Ooh,
That goes on that. I'll watch chat.
on the top here.
6, yeah. Hilo, please. Sonic the Hedgehog. Did Operation Cinder have a plan to kill Sheev's son? Doesn't sound like it, because I think Sheev's son was born after the fact. He was a clone, like a failed, non-genetically identical clone of Palpatine, and they just, like, let him go. So he would have been born, again, quotes, after Operation Cinder.
Hilo. What is this?
He's just antsy. Just 8, probably has some energy.
Awesome Death Star destroyer. Thanks. That I forget how long that took you to
The
build.
Star Destroyer?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, death.
that took like a week to build, I think.
And I'm not allowed to touch it.
Well, yeah, because you kept breaking pieces off of it.
Would we... are we gonna bring back the lore plays?
Well, I don't know.
You were talking about doing one for Fallen Order, but you've just done a lot of videos about the lore
Yeah.
for it. That would be a long lore play series.
The answer is I don't know.
Oleoscar 2000, thank you for the super chat. He or she says, "Love your work, guys. How long do you think Palpatine was building Star Destroyers on Exegol?"
I would guess 30 years.
Yeah.
He probably woke up in his new clone body and was like, get to work.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer than that. Maybe they'd been doing it for a long, long time.
I would say 20, 30 years is a good guess because, like, it said in the visual dictionary that everyone manning those ships were raised, like, that was their job. That's how
their sole purpose in life,
yeah. They were just raised to be part of the, what was it, Final Order fleet.
Yeah.
The Final Order. How creative and clever. Ooh, in what year did Lego start making Star Wars sets?
Oh,
Ethan 15.
see, I'm trying to remember how old I was when I got them, because I got like the very first sets, and it was around, I'm pretty sure the Pod Racer was one of the first sets out, so I'd guess somewhere around 99.
That's what people are saying.
It seemed like a good time to release all that stuff alongside the new movie.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Ooh. Venux, thank you for the super chat. Trivia: how many years before the Battle of Yavin was Captain Rex born?
Oh, well, that's just math.
Awesome channel. Keep it up, guys. Thank you. Math man.
Like 30,
Before
31? I don't know.
how many years before the Battle of Yavin?
Also, hi VNX. I haven't heard from you in a long time.
Someone said the dead speak. Venus is back.
19, 22.
What's 2 plus 2? I know that one.
Is it 32?
4. Thanks, Stuart.
I'm gonna guess 32 before the Battle of Yavin, which is when the Phantom Menace takes place. But that's probably right around when Sifo-Dyas made the order.
All right. So you're guessing
I'm guessing 32.
32 is our answer. Oh, yeah.
It's like the answer was just the same year that the Phantom Menace was, but I went the long way around and did all that math. How you been, man?
Daniel asks trivia: which member of Red Squadron first reports their call sign during the Battle of Yavin?
That's a good one for me. I know Red Leader makes the order.
Red 6?
I'm between, Porkins and Wedge. I want to go Wedge. But it's one of the two. Those are always good stumpers for me.
Red 10.
Wow. Oh, so like someone that wasn't even... You just hear him over the intercom.
Yeah. Hi, Templin Institute. Thanks for the super chat. In which movie does a painting of Godzilla appear?
I have no idea.
A painting of Godzilla?
Revenge of the Sith. Or wait,
Wait, a Star Wars movie?
You know what? I'm gonna throw out Phantom Menace just because the Matthew Broderick Godzilla came out the year before.
I'll say Attack the Clones.
I have no idea. And hi, Mark.
I thought he just meant any movie. Oh, Rogue One.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah, Gareth Edwards.
Behind Saw Gerrera in his hideout. Yeah. Both directed by Gareth Edwards. I didn't see that Godzilla.
It was fine. I mean, I'm not a huge Godzilla fan, so like, I was just like, yeah, okay. I liked the Kong Skull Island movie a lot, so I'm down to watch the new one, like King of the Monsters.
He says, "You've been splained." That should be our new catchphrase.
You've been splained.
Someone said, PK again, Gareth Edwards, best man to do sci-fi space battle since Return of the Jedi. Agreed.
I think I have a video coming out this next week that is about what makes the perfect Star Wars space battle. And I think that Rogue One is like the gold standard.
Yeah. Does this set come with a figure of Darth Momin?
No, but it should. I wish it did.
So,
I don't think Momin was conceptualized when they made this set.
Yeah, probably not.
I'd love it if they started making like weird comic Lego sets. Like there was a while where they were making EU action figures and stuff.
They could make Dr. Aphra sets.
Oh yeah, I'd be all about that. See, those are ones you could play with because like they had Indiana Jones sets, and before that they had like Indiana Jones knockoff sets, and they had like trap doors and stuff and booby traps, and they were a lot of fun.
On to bag number 7.
Yeah, we're on bag 7 now.
Got a super chat from Bartok Kubica. It says, "Hi from Poland. Do you know every dialogues by heart?"
No. Quotes are troublesome for me. Also, hi back to Poland.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, it's the internet. Anyone can reach us, but I'm always surprised when I hear someone's from Italy or Poland or Brazil. It's crazy.
I'm always surprised. Well, I'm always like, what time is it there?
But no, in the Schmodown, I have trouble with quotes. I can always get like the spirit of the quote,
Yeah.
but it's never quite right. Well, sometimes it is.
Yeah, we when we study for the Schmodown, we gotta really concentrate on quotes. Matthew Lang says Alex's shirt is majestic.
Oh yeah, I love this. This is one of my favorite shirts. We were going to the beach for a friend's bachelor party, and we went to Walmart, and everyone was like, "Let's get tanks. Let's get tank tops." And I saw this one, and had to have it.
Oh, it's 1:30 in the morning
Oh, wow.
In Poland right now. You're in the future. What was I going to say? Oh, we have a friend who sometimes works out with us, mostly just the two of them, but he has the same tank top, and they often try to coordinate tank tops.
It's our uniform. I saw Braxton T, I think, gave a trivia question that I want to know the answer to. In what unusual way does TLJ incorporate the Wilhelm scream? I don't know. I thought that they
don't do it in.
Well, that's what I
Last Jedi.
thought. Then curious if they actually did incorporate it in The Last Jedi. I think they said in Solo they had retired it, but they may have used it in The Last Jedi. And I don't know the answer, so I'm curious. But I'm going to guess that BB-8 or like a droid screams it.
Daniel says, "Isn't it hidden in the audio of Kylo's saber?"
Oh, that is interesting.
Olivia, thank you for the super chat. How do you feel about sand?
It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Rough.
I mean, that
and
is
coarse
true.
And yeah, I'm not a fan.
I love going to the beach. I don't like dealing with sand, so...
Especially when you're putting on sunscreen as obsessively
Yeah.
as I do and like reapplying every 2 hours, which I did, and I don't think anybody else did, and everybody got sunburnt
Good for you.
except for me. But yeah, like when you
Show off about it.
when you have to reapply sunscreen and you've got sand anywhere on your body, then you're basically just like scrubbing yourself.
It's exfoliating, right?
Yeah, I mean, like salt water. Excuse me. Salt water itself is exfoliating. Oh, Daniel says he could be wrong. I believe in you. Pasty skin life. Yes. Gizzle. I think that's Gizzle said that. Pasty skin life. Savage or Maul? Asks 3 little communists. Maul. I mean, Savage is really cool, and I like his arc, but I'm gonna stick with Maul.
I think I'm gonna go Maul as well, but I do... Savage's stuff is some of my favorite in the Clone Wars. And it's one of those things where when they first brought him in, I was like, who's this budget Maul? Like,
Budget Maul.
yeah, I mean, it felt like, well, we killed Maul off, so I guess we'll just bring this guy in.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. But he wound up being very compelling. I love his death is one of my favorite moments in the Clone Wars, where like all the dark side magic leaks out of him, and he's just the guy he was before again in his last moments of life, which was like a good guy.
Yeah.
That's such a bummer.
Sad stuff. Chill Spartan 187, thank you for the super chat. If you had a personal blaster, what would it be?
I like Lando's chromium, I guess you'd say, blaster.
Oh, the one with like mother of pearl on the handle.
Yeah, like the really shiny one.
Yeah.
I don't see myself using a blaster all that often, so I'd probably just want one for looking cool.
Sure.
Like Lando.
I don't know. Han's blaster, I guess. Pretty classic. Dependable.
I like that it can be converted into a carbine.
Yeah. '09 Black Cobalt says, I like Krennic's blaster. I was thinking about that too.
I do too.
But, and the fact that it's kind of like a hipstery sort of blaster where you have to like manually
Come on, Krennic, why do you have that?
Load each blast? I don't know.
I mean, I think you could load like 3 or 4, and it's like an old, just hipster is the best way to put it. I love everything about Krennic and just his, I put a cape on my uniform and I have this fancy blaster and look at my shuttle. So
if I
over the top.
If I were in the Star Wars universe, you better believe I'd be wearing capes.
Sure. But I'm just like, it's not a part of the Imperial uniform. He's just like, put a cape on my uniform because I want it. I want to be flashy.
Daniel S. says, is it cheating to say Ezra's lightsaber blaster? That's a good one.
I don't think so. Although that's like, it's more of a, just stuns, right? I don't think, I guess that's still a blaster. But.
Yeah. Krennic was a whole mood. He sure was. He was a whole mood.
I love him. I think he's a great villain.
Matthew Lang says, you can wear a cape in this universe, Molly.
That's true.
I sure can.
You have one. You got, like, Lando's cape, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's like, short. I want, like, a long cape. Like, what's her name? In Solo.
Kira?
Kira, yeah. Alexis Luna, thank you for the super chat. Top 5 favorite movies of all time.
All right, well, okay, yes, thank you for the super chat. Let's take Star Wars out, because obviously, as in, let's name 5 movies that aren't Star Wars related.
They said top 5 of all time.
I just figured, like, that's an obvious answer. If Alexis wants to amend, she can, but I'll probably...
Alexis, let us know if you want us to include Star Wars movies or do non-Star Wars movies.
For now, I will go A New Hope, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Empire, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I'm just going to keep alternating, so there's 4. And then I'll say... Fellowship of the Ring. See, I want to just, like, I'd rather give franchises.
I know. God. Oh, okay, Star Wars not included.
All right. So, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Fellowship of the Ring. I mean, those are all, like... They're one long movie. That's what I feel like for the Lord of the Rings. But if I had to pick one Lord of the Rings movie, it would be Fellowship. And let's That's 3. Oh, Back to the Future.
I'm having trouble thinking of movies that I like. Okay, I've got a couple.
Number 5, I'm trying to go a little outside of the box. Maybe Shaun of the Dead. Oh, look, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Like, number 5 is like a rotating thing, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know what my number 1 would be. Favorite movie of all time other than... Okay. Number 1 is Sword in the Stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's... I knew you loved it. I wouldn't have put it as your number 1.
And
But
for as long as I've known about it and loved it, it's pretty up there for me. Sword in the Stone, Breakfast Club.
I was expecting a John Hughes movie before Sword in the Stone.
Breakfast Club and 16 Candles are pretty close, so...
Well, you have to pick one.
Well, no, I'm putting them next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, The Dark Knight, and... yeah, I'll say Fellowship of the Ring is probably my 5th.
Copycat.
Well, like, I really like the Lord of the Rings movies, but there's so many other movies that I love more. John Booze, thank you for the super chat. Who is your favorite Sith Lord from Legends? I don't know much about Legends, unfortunately, but I have an answer, I guess.
I'm gonna... Well, you go ahead then.
Plagueis?
See, like that's... Some of these are... I wouldn't want to go Darth Bane.
Yeah.
The Legends version of Darth Bane, but he is a canon character, and Plagueis is a canon character, kind of. Like, he's mentioned, we've never seen him.
Actually, no, I'm going to change it to Darth Revan, because his outfit's really cool, his lightsabers are cool, and he has a cool story.
You're just all about the cool factor.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other options. I was never really a fan of the one Sith crew, like the jumping ahead into the future. Andetto was kind of cool, but I don't know, Darth Bane, his story is just so good. That trilogy of books.
He's canon though.
Right, but his
story,
specific Legends story, I'm talking about, like, I like the Legends version of his story, not the apparition that we saw in the Clone Wars once.
Yeah. Salad Von Bacco, thank you for the super chat. They say they just learned today and wonder if you knew that C-3PO's first line in the saga is the same as his last. Did you hear that? I did see someone tweet about this, and I need to go back and watch his last line of Rise of Skywalker, because I didn't catch that.
I only know about it probably from the same way, Salad, you found out. It was on the StarWars.com Twitter. They tweeted like this, did you catch these hidden Easter eggs? And most of them were like very obvious.
Well,
but I didn't know that one. And there was one that's like when Rey is on the ground looking at the sky, when it gets up to the starfield, it's the same starfield as the start of A New Hope.
ooh,
Which that's kind of a cool detail.
I do like that.
So, like, those little things I didn't know, but most of them were like, I don't think I'd even include them in an Easter egg video.
I mean, they're appealing to the general public.
I know. I'm not hating.
Oh, what's up, Blue Bantha Milk?
Hey.
They have trivia for us. Where in Star Wars did John Williams first use a synthesizer?
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Because I know I've heard this before on the soundtrack show.
While you think,
You monster.
PK0435, thank you for the super chat. They say, I'm off, stay safe guys, keep up the great work. Looking forward to that space battle vid. Rebels has got some great ones too. 7 and 9, not so much.
That's actually like what I say that in the sequel trilogy, I feel that they're really lacking in great space battles. As a big old fan of pilots and X-Wings and starships, and I never felt like the Battle of Starkiller Base or of Dakar or of Exegol lived up to the battles of Yavin, Endor, or Scarif.
Yeah, I mean, there's good moments, like Poe's kill streak in Force Awakens is really good.
You're talking about my video.
Oh.
You're spoiling my video.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. You wouldn't. But yes, you're right. There are good moments.
Blue Bantha says, you love me.
I do. He keeps giving us snacks. I don't remember. I want to say it's in The Empire Strikes Back.
Using a synthesizer.
Maybe Return of the Jedi. I don't remember it being in A New Hope. I'm trying to go back through the soundtrack show episodes.
I'm going to guess Return of the Jedi.
That's the one that he released most recently, so it would be kind of fresh in my mind. Well, fresher.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Go ahead and shame me.
Oh, it's Empire.
It is Empire. Okay, then what moment was it? Maybe the attack, the Battle of Hoth with the AT-ATs? I don't know why that stuck in my mind. Ooh, Dark Side Cave makes sense.
I would need to hear what this synthesizer
now that Daniel S. says that, I do think it's the Dark Side Cave. It was supposed to be like well, this feels weird when he steps into the cave.
Right. Ryan DaCosta asks, what was Luke's final line in the original trilogy?
I won't leave you.
To his papa.
To his pappy.
His pappy.
Those quote questions are good for me to study up on.
Yeah. Yep. Answer, Father, I won't leave you.
Oh man.
I think that says Bikey. Thank you for the super chat. Trivia, how many code cylinders and squares does a captain in the Imperial Navy have? Ooh, okay. Wait.
I mean, I have a guess, but it's not. It is a guess.
6 squares?
That was going to be my guess.
6 squares for a captain,
And how many cylinders?
3?
I was going to guess 2. I'm going to say 2 cylinders, 6 squares.
Yeah. We're anxiously awaiting the correct answer. Got a couple other guesses. Oh, and they say it is the Dark Side Cave. Also highly recommend Art of the Score podcast. It's insanely good.
I have heard about that because when David Collins kind of took a break because he had a baby, how dare he? I was itching for some other soundtrack show type stuff, and I heard about them.
The answer is 6 squares and 1 cylinder.
Oh.
They only get 1 cylinder.
I'm impressed that we both got the squares, though.
Oh, do you have an April Star Wars calendar?
Yes. I just keep forgetting to tweet those out. Like, I make them every month for the canon update to, like, here's what's coming next. And then I forget to tweet them.
I know a lot of people like those, and I like them too because I can go back and...
I use it a lot. to
We
be
should
like,
we should just make it our like phone background so that we remember when stuff comes out.
This month is a little weird though because it's Clone Wars every Friday, and I think comics was the only thing coming out, and this month comics are kind of up in the air. Like this past Wednesday was supposed to be Dr. Aphra #1 and the Clone Wars Battle Tales #1, and they fell through because of what's going on right now. They don't want to release it all digitally because, and I think even though I get all my comics digitally, I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah,
more for small comic book shops.
We talked about this earlier because I was like, why are they putting a hold on the comics? But people who get their comics, like actual physical copies, they can't do that right now, and it would potentially put a lot of... Then they would switch to digital versions and not go back to getting physical copies once this is all over and done with, and then a lot of comic book shops would go out of business, so
yeah, and
that would suck.
Yes, it would. So I'm okay waiting until like logistically they can figure all this out. And it's not only affecting comic books. Just today they announced that The Last of Us 2 is going to be delayed, which really hurts. I've been looking forward to that game for 4 years now, but kind of the same thing. Like they don't want to...
Sorry. Greedo is apparently streaming, and I'm going to get in his chat and be like, stop it.
How dare he? So yeah, this month's going to be weird, but you can count on the Clone Wars for all the Fridays.
Yeah. Greedo's doing... Oh, he's just doing like a chit-chat stream. I'm just going to say, how dare you?
Is that right? But yeah, the Gaming Nova, yes, we do know Greedo. Met him in person a couple times. Seen his face. My favorite stupid joke is anytime we took a picture with him, we would block his face like Wilson from Home Improvement. And that is never not funny to me.
Yeah, it's a great shtick when we are out at events and stuff.
Yeah, he is very, very nice.
Someone said, whose hilt is that on the top shelf? My guess is Molly's. It looks similar to mine from Galaxy's Edge. Power and Control hilt red crystal. That was EM. You are very correct.
Yep.
This is my hilt that I built, and I did, in fact, put a red crystal in it. Yeah. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Everyone judged you. Every member of Savvy's was like, oh, we got a Sith over here.
I was not the only person in the group to get red.
Yeah, well, we're all judging you silently.
My only gripe about the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers is that they're so heavy.
They are. Like, if you were to bring them to a convention or something, Dragon Con, like, yeah, it would be a lot. But they look great, and it's like, your lightsaber, you made it.
I made it. But other people probably made the same one.
I have seen a couple people who made, like, almost my exact lightsaber, but not exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's happened.
Now we just need Eckhart to get on live stream, and we can all...
Everyone can stream. We should have just done a StreamYard thing.
Yeah.
To figure that out.
Mike, thank you so much for the super chat. he says, what is the most prized Star Wars or other movie item you guys have? And do you have more things spread out around the house? We do have a few other things around the house.
This is probably my favorite.
Alex is going to say that the fertility idol from Indiana Jones is his favorite.
I like this. I like the Ark a lot, but the Ark isn't to scale. This is like the idol.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. We've got... What do we have downstairs?
I don't know. What do we have downstairs?
Mm.
I also like my Top Gun, my Battlestar mug.
Oh, yeah.
Or Stein.
I mean, the belt is a pretty good one.
Like, that's different. That's not memorabilia.
That's true. Memorabilia. Do I have anything?
And I love this.
Oh, yeah.
I've got this sitting on my desk right now with its stand with the
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order lightsaber.
Yeah.
I've got like a little Fallen Order shrine going on over there.
I do really like this because at the bottom it's got like where it's broken and everything.
I lost my place.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I found it.
Oh, do I have one?
Have one what?
Like a movie item?
I don't know. Do you?
Oh, well, I managed to get my hands on an original, like an actual Graflex
That's a good one.
flash handle, what they made Luke's lightsaber out of, or what they made the lightsaber with in A New Hope. I got one when I was working at a used camera shop, and I kind of like I put the little rubber pieces on the bottom, but I didn't do like a
full kit.
Yeah, I haven't fully kitted it out to look like the actual lightsaber, but that was a really cool find. And at the time, my manager was like, "Why do you want this?" And I was like, "Do you know what this is?" And at the time, they didn't have an eBay section, so thankfully, I was able to get it before they were selling stuff on eBay. I probably shouldn't say all that. Whatever.
It's too late now.
I don't work there anymore.
They gave it to you fair and square. Fair and square, baby.
That's true, too. I didn't have to pay for it. They were like, yeah, it's a piece.
You asked for it, and they were like, yeah, we don't need it. It's trash.
They're like, it doesn't work.
But one man's trash is another Jedi's treasure.
Darkness 7 Strike says, your cats can help build Lord Vader's palace.
I don't think they would help all that much.
Yeah. They would really, like, enjoy pawing things off the table, and then we would lose pieces, and it'd be a whole deal. Trivia. How many pods are in pod racing? 18. I'm pretty sure that's right.
I think I did something wrong.
Oh boy.
Sure did.
Bartek, let me know if 18 is the right answer, because if so, I'll be proud of myself.
I believe it is.
Yay, it is. Brian, Molly, will you ever be a part of the Schmodown? I have participated in the Schmodown once, and it was at Star Wars Celebration last year. I believe you can find that video on the movie Schmodown YouTube channel. It'll be like It was a
It
five-way.
would have been about a year ago, actually.
Yeah, it was about a year ago, and it was a five-way, and it'll probably be called like Star Wars Celebration Star Wars movie Schmodown. I don't know. I didn't do as good as well as I wanted to, obviously, because I didn't win. But I was also relieved because if I had won, I would have had to play him, which we all know how that would have gone down.
You don't know. Could have gotten a lucky. They could have all been questions about Baby Yoda somehow.
He wasn't a thing back then.
I know.
Trivia. Oh, I think I knew this one from Return of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith. Complete the Obi-Wan quote. However, it may turn out to be a wild blank chase.
Bantha
Chase. Yeah. Are Banthas in the prequels?
Yes. Are they? There's definitely dewbacks.
Are they? That's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure. There have to be. Like when Anakin attacks the Sand People village, like you'd think there'd be a bantha there somewhere.
Jamming with Joey, thank you for the super chat. Who's the only non-Force user to use a saber in episodes 4 through 6?
You know this.
That would be Mr. Han Solo.
Well done.
Although, if you're including Forces of Destiny videos, Leia uses it on Endor.
If you're including comics, Han and Leia and Chewie all use one to save Luke at one point.
Oh, Chewie with a lightsaber?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that.
Am I doing this right?
Are you messing up?
Maybe.
There's instructions.
They're unclear right now. It's got to be like that, right?
Three Little Communists asks, favorite bounty hunter? I'm going to say the Mandalorian.
I think that's got to be the answer right now. I mean, some of them look cool. I do like Bosk. I've always liked Bosk, but like the Mandalorian is the one with the most character right now. So you could argue though, like IG-11 or Valance has really been standing out on the new Bounty Hunters comic, which hopefully that continues soon because it's been good so far. He's a character I never really liked. I thought he was kind of goofy and weird, but all of a sudden, I really have enjoyed him in the comics.
Yeah. Daniel S. says Chewie uses 2, doesn't he? 2 lightsabers.
He does. God, Daniel.
Cool. Chewie should have a lightsaber for sure. I mean, his bowcaster's cool, but... Shayless Darkly, thank you for the super chat. During her time in the New Republic Senate, what planet was Leia representing since Alderaan was long gone?
Well, she was like, it was like the whole sector, and I can't remember the name of the sector. Because that's like, Padme represented the Chamel sector. So that's Naboo and a bunch of other planets. So senators didn't represent just one planet at a time. But I don't recall the name of Alderaan, because Leia was just the representative of that sector, and I don't remember the name of it.
We got a stumper. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let us know the answer for that one. Have we ever played Minecraft? I have not. I don't. Well, I may have like once or twice, but
I used to be pretty into it, and my friends recently kind of got back into it for like a month. But no, I it's been a while since I've been into Minecraft.
some of our friends got back into it for a little while.
Yeah, like a month.
Yeah. I don't know if they posted the answer. All right, Avery Lopez wants to know about our preference in TIE ships: Phantoms, Defenders, Aggressors, or Punishers.
I've always been a Phantom fan. Rebel Assault 2 was like the first game that I ever saved up for and bought with my own money. And then because I did that, I thought it was amazing for the longest time. Then I went back and replayed it as an adult and was like, ugh. But I still love the Phantom and always thought it was cool.
I like the Defender.
I was excited when they brought that back.
Yeah.
Wasn't something I was expecting. I remember it was the very first EA event we were invited to.
Oh, for the Death Star DLC?
Yeah, and that was the first time. I'm sure they knew it was coming back for Star Wars Rebels, but at the time that was still a year or two off. And so you could, as Imperials, call in Defender reinforcements. And when they said that, I like perked up and they were like, yeah, we thought you'd like that. That was fun.
Would we want Palpatine and Plagueis series? I don't know if I would want a series. I'd be happy with a book or a comic series.
So that's another thing where I feel like I would just wind up comparing it to Darth Plagueis, the old book. I'd rather they have James Luceno come back and like just adapt it. Like do it again.
Yeah.
I love that book. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I've always said that I wish that there was a canon version of the telling of that whole story, because for the most part it's canon.
It fits well, and like James Luceno referenced it in Tarkin, and like I would say that it kind of works. They could make some minor adjustments and just say, okay, it's canon now, but also just where's James Luceno been? He wrote Tarkin, and then like I'd like to have him back.
Yeah.
He was a good author. Star Wars author.
Salad says, according to Pablo Hidalgo, Leia represented the Alderaan sector in the New Republic.
I probably could have guessed that.
That makes sense. I mean, it's not there anymore, but the sector, we could just name the sector after it.
It's not the Naboo sector, it's the Channel sector. I thought it had a special name. Oh, we're on bag 8.
Bag 8. Getting close. I saw a question. Oh, Mike B asked, which old school Star Wars video game would you say has an underappreciated story?
Rebel Assault 2. It actually does have a decent story, and it's told with like that old, I think they were called FMV cutscenes. Mm-hmm. I can't remember old video game terminology, but you're Rookie 1, and you got to take down the TIE Phantom production. I loved that story.
I got a question from Brian. If you got to be on a Schmodown faction other than Rockstars, who would you want it to be with? Maybe Corruption?
Is this for you?
Yeah. I would have fun going heal. I probably wouldn't be very good at it, but I could use my Dark Ray outfit. That would be fun.
I think you'd fit in with corruption.
Corruption, or is it the Den?
Yes.
That's the one that Grace is doing.
Yes. I think.
I'd want to be in with the ladies.
That's not an all-lady faction.
No, but it's like the manager. The managers are 2 women.
I gotcha.
Lightmeyer asks, how did Darth Maul survive in the Phantom Menace?
Through sheer will.
Dumb luck.
Not dumb luck. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's mostly just that he was so angry.
He's
so angry that he stayed alive.
Yeah, he survived on his anger. Anger kept him alive and allowed him to build robot legs and live on to see another day.
I was never a super fan of that, but I do love his story. Like, once I got over all that, I wound up loving Darth Maul in the Clone Wars and in Star Wars Rebels, so it's like, okay.
Too angry to die, yep.
Basically.
Ooh, HK47 asks, what was the name of the ET species from the Phantom Menace?
I don't remember. I know I don't remember.
That was such a cool Easter egg.
For some reason, I think it starts with a G, but I know I'm not going to pull that.
I'll try to keep an eye out for the answer for that one. F for Maul's legs. Yep, they're out there somewhere. Hold on, I'm trying to... Oh, wait. Azogian? Azogian?
Okay.
Azogian. Yeah. Blue Bantha Milk with an opinion.
Those are dangerous.
How presumptuous are the people that find him injured that they all change his legs on him to something different?
That's when Death Watch finds him, they're like, yeah, we're just going to change your legs. He's like, maybe I liked my tall legs. Like, nope, you're done with those.
Those are done.
These are better. They're human legs. You're welcome.
We got a super chat from... you no longer get to tease me about this. I think that's their username, but there was no question, so I'll keep an eye out. If you have a question, let us know.
I will stop teasing you, though. I'm so sorry.
Also, Shayless Darkly, thank you again for another super chat. I was 5 years old when episode 4 was released. During the opening crawl, I stood up in my theater chair and started pretend conducting the John Williams score. My mom pulled me back into the chair fast. That is a fantastic story.
That's adorable.
And 5 years old, wow. If I saw a 5-year-old doing that in the theater, I would be like, let him do it.
Live their life. I respect your truth.
Blue Bantha Milk also asked, does Star Wars have toilet paper? What's it called? And are they having shortages now too?
I have to imagine they've evolved. Yeah, they use the 3 seashells. I'm dumping a reference on you that I know you don't know.
The 3 seashells?
Uh-huh. because I talked about Demolition Man the other day and you were very confused.
Oh, yeah, no.
In the future, when you can't high five anymore, guess how we got to talking about Demolition Man? When you have to be socially distant by law, you don't use seashells or you don't use toilet paper. You use the 3 seashells.
What 3 seashells?
Exactly. They never explain it. I'm just
I am baffled.
it's a joke where
What is this movie?
we should watch it. Sylvester Stallone is like, do you guys have any toilet paper? And they're like, toilet paper? No. And like, he's like, all I saw in there were 3 seashells. And they're like, he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
Oh my gosh.
I think that was Rob Schneider that said that.
That's hilarious. Okay, we got a question from You No Longer Get to Tease Me About This. Sorry, will you be playing the new Lego Star Wars game? Also, what do you think about Purge Troopers being former clone commanders who would know how Jedi fought better?
Absolutely to the Lego Star Wars game. For Purge Troopers, I think that by the time of like Fallen Order, they were probably just regular soldiers. But the first time we see them in the Vader comic, when they were still clones, yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, I have to imagine that they were selected for their abilities. That's generally how the Empire worked. So maybe they were all clones that had, like, confirmed kills.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Cody, he's the one that, well, he didn't make the shot, but he didn't give the order, so I could see that.
That's a good explanation as to how they can fight so well against Jedi. Jordan, thank you for the super chat. 2 quick questions. What'll be the next UCS Lego set on the shelves, and which ship do you want brought back from the EU back into canon? UCS Lego set.
I don't know.
What is that?
Ultimate Collector Series.
Oh, the big boys.
Yeah, like, I don't have really any contacts with Lego that tell us things.
It's just the Falcon and that right now, isn't it?
No, there's Y-Wings, TIE Fighters, like,
okay.
Those are the 2 giant sets, but there are definitely more.
I feel like the Tanta V4 would be a good one.
They have a set, I was looking at, if we want to continue doing this every Thursday while we're stuck inside, I was like, we need ideas for other sets to build. If you have ideas, put them in the chat.
Yeah, give us ideas for more Lego to build.
I do have the ship in the bottle, which isn't Star Wars, but I do want to build that.
I do too.
But the Tanta V4, I don't think it's UCS level, but it was in a big black box that looked like UCS. But they've got like a Slave One, an X-Wing, a Y-Wing. I don't know what's the next one coming. Yeah. They should just do the Death Star and make it like you have to set aside a room. Good luck.
And then which ship would you want brought back from the EU into canon?
Let's just keep it rolling. TIE Phantom.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about all the Legends ships, so I don't know if I have an answer.
I always liked the TIE Phantom. I think the whole cloaking device is a little squiffy when it comes to canon, but...
Squiffy?
Yeah.
Squiffy.
I can say words. If you can make up songs, I can make up words.
Anthony Does Stuff 09, thank you for the super chat. Why did the New Republic want Carnor Jax alive? Who is Carnor Jax?
I'm trying to remember. Crimson Empire. So this is a guy that, like, was an Imperial Royal Guard, and then he went rogue. I don't know. I guess because they knew... It's been so long since I've read Crimson Empire. As in, like, I think I was in middle school. So maybe they knew he was, like, iffy on... Or wait, now I'm getting... Was Carnor Jax the main character of Crimson Empire, or was it Kir Kanos? If Karno Jax was the big bad of Crimson Empire, I would guess that they would want him for intelligence. Now I'm like all up in my head about who's who. If Karno Jax was the good guy, they'd probably want him. Either way, let's say it's for intelligence. That makes sense to me.
So a few people are saying the Phantom is canon.
Well, is it? It hasn't shown up in any story material. It is in the X-Wing game. Okay, I want the TIE Phantom to be in a story.
Yeah.
I want it to be in, like, okay, so this Project Maverick thing that's coming out.
Which X-Wing game are you talking about?
The miniature one. The board game.
Oh, yeah, that's not canon.
Yeah, it's been very squiffy, if I may. So there might be like a role-playing source book or something that mentions it, but I want to see it in a story. Let's say Project Maverick is a X-Wing or TIE Fighter style game, and they need a bunch of ships. Put the Phantom in there.
Michael Puckett, thank you for the super chat. In what ways were Rey/Kylo inspired by legends? Ooh.
I mean, Kylo has some strong similarities with Jason Solo as the son of Han Solo that goes to the dark side.
Yeah.
Rey is a lot different, especially with the Palpatine thing. I mean, there's a lot of Palpatine stuff that has ties to legends, specifically Dark Empire.
Mm-hmm.
But Rey...
I mean, she's not really like Mara Jade, but...
No, I wouldn't say so.
If she had been brought up by her grandfather, she might have been the hand of the Emperor.
Sure.
So...
There's that. I
mean,
mean, she does have kind of a sort of Mara Jade story in The Rise of Skywalker where she has to decide where her allegiance lies, but she never really wants to side with Palpatine. She more is just like, I want to kill him out of rage.
Right.
That's what she's struggling with.
Maybe she's like Kyle Katarn.
What?
I don't know.
And that she's super good at everything? 'Cause
Yeah.
Kyle Katarn is a Gary Stu for sure.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's what I was thinking. Ooh. Got a super chat. Oh boy, do I want to read that
You
name?
don't have to read the name.
I'll just read the first part. Boob Sweat, because that is a very real thing. Boob Sweat, thank you for the super chat. They say, you got me wanting to build again. I ordered Vader's castle and Anakin's starfighter, and am anxiously awaiting them.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So far, this has been a very fun set.
Fun as in, like, it's fun to follow instructions, or is it just fun to build?
Both. Can I just enjoy things?
I like building Lego too, but I prefer, like, the fun that I have with Lego is making little piles of all the matching pieces.
Just want to organize it.
I want to organize it and put them all in their respective piles so that it's easier for you to find them.
How can this not be fun? Look at that tiny little Emperor hologram.
Aw, where does he go?
Right here on this tiny little holoprojector. Amazing.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. Garrett Hills, thank you for the super chat. What do we think happened to the Zillow Beast? Oh man, one of the biggest cliffhangers of Star Wars history, I think.
I'll say that I appreciate, Garrett, the way that you ask that. What do you think happened? Because everyone always asks me, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know. You've seen the Clone Wars. You know as much as I do. What do I think happened? I would bet that Palpatine attempted to clone it and failed. Or maybe I thought it was pretty obvious he was trying to develop like clone armor that could withstand lightsabers. and we see that he is still on that and Thrawn alliances. So I'm going to guess that whatever he wanted to do with the Zillo Beast didn't work, and we never saw it again. So I'm going to guess the cloning failed.
Let's see. James Linonen. I'm terrible at saying names. James, thank you for the super chat. Good to see y'all safe inside. We've been inside for all the time, except for going to the grocery store and the liquor store, which we try to only go to once a week. Molly, how about another makeup video? Maybe tie Alex down and make him over. I mean, we're getting to the point of cabin fever
We just need things to do.
Cabin fever / stir craziness. That is a fantastic idea. I do want to do some more makeup videos. I just want to do more videos on my channel in general. I need to just start doing it because I overthink every idea that I ever have about it. But one that I was kind of thinking of that's similar to that idea was having Alex do my makeup. So he would have to navigate my makeup collection and figure out what product goes where and what tools to use.
I know foundation goes first and you use your hands. Just smear it on. Right?
Not sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
All right.
I'm not going to give you any hints now because I might want to do that. In fact, yes, we're going to do that. Because I've been seeing a lot of videos of people like, so-and-so does my makeup, and one of them I watched recently was my 4-year-old or 5-year-old does my makeup, and it was pretty hilarious. But yeah, safe inside. All of our friends staying at home. Just trying to wait this thing out. Alex bedroomized makeover. Yes. You've got pretty good eyelashes.
You like my eyebrows a lot.
I do? Well, you,
no, I'm joking. You always talk about how crazy they are.
I can see the super, super long hairs right now.
Yep.
There's more and more of them.
I'm missing something here.
Every month. You no longer get to tease me about this. Thank you again for another super chat. Characters / troop / fighters that you want in Battlefront. Baby Yoda.
Someone modded that. Did you see that?
Yeah, but I want it like for real. I want to do the magic hands, and I want it to only work 1 out of like 20 times.
And then you get real tuckered.
Yeah,
you
and then you have to have a nap. Character / troop / fighter.
I would have said the Republic Commando for a while, and that's in there now. So,
IG-11.
Yeah, I think they could stand to do some scum and villainy.
Yeah,
that's
just
where
like
they're lacking.
Could they do like a whole Mandalorian DLC?
Yeah,
that would be so cool. So cool. I want to write a blurg. I want Baby Yoda. But I would probably never ever get. I'm terrible at the game, but I try to play it sometimes anyways. I would never get enough points to be Baby Yoda.
That took me a long time to figure out where that went. Oop, got it.
Oh, that's cool. Let me see. So this, I'm gonna try not to break it.
I know, you're gonna immediately pull something off of it.
Well, this just like hinges right here, and it's really cool. And there's little tiny Emperor. Is this Vader's little clamshell?
I think so, because I'm about to finish it.
Cool.
Clamshell, yes.
That's what it looks like. Do more Lego streams.
What should we build?
Yeah, let us know what Lego sets you want us to build.
Turn this sideways so we can...
And don't say a super, super big one like that one.
I mean, it would keep us busy for a while.
I know, but so the Death Star one, it was very cool to build, but...
Star Destroyer?
The Star Destroyer. It was very cool to build. However, nearly all of the pieces are gray. They're all the same.
I did get real sick of gray.
They're all the same color gray.
And then we built that Yoda.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like that much tan, but it's so much tan. I was sick of tan pieces.
Yeah.
I've recovered, but...
Oh, Daniel S. says, Baby Yoda would need unlimited health in Battlefront. I would feel so guilty about dying as him. That's true.
Well, no one would shoot him.
Well...
Who could do that?
People would shoot him, but instead of dying, it would just put you in a nap.
That is true. All of the heroes just surrender. Like, none of the heroes die on the map. So yeah, Baby Yoda would just go to sleep. But then if you're the one to put Baby Yoda to sleep, the Mandalorian just comes and drop kicks you and you're instant death.
That would be so good if you're a player were the one to put Baby Yoda in a temporary coma, you have to then fight off the Mandalorian. So good. Who do we talk to about this? EA. Who's in charge of EA Star Wars now? Is Ben still...
He was never in charge of it. He was just our contact, which we can still let him know. We can let him and Jay know.
Everyone let Ben know on Twitter that we want Mandalorian content and Baby Yoda magic hands.
You monster.
Elijah Neal, thank you so much for the super chat. Is Boba Fett and Cad Bane's duel in the Clone Wars still Cad Bane's canon death? If it's not, could he appear in The Mandalorian? Also love the content, and I love watching your videos every day. Thank you. I do want to say I would love to see Cad Bane in The Mandalorian, and in fact, That's originally...
theory still, or is it not? Have you changed your mind?
I don't know. My tinfoil hat theory is that the person that we only see the feet of in the end of Gunslinger, that was Cad Bane. That's like probably, it's very unlikely, but it would be super cool to see him.
I don't know that was ever his death.
We just see his hat.
Yeah.
Right?
It
His hat
could
does
certainly
this.
be implied to be his death, but...
The death of his hat.
I would consider that to, yes, have happened. It sounds like everybody or not everybody, everything that was in development for the Clone Wars, seasons 7, 8, whatever, that all came from George Lucas. So when they were like, we're swapping over to Legends, anything that George Lucas put down on paper, they were like, okay, that's part of the universe. And they've tried to incorporate a lot of it into like the Ahsoka novel, or they did Dark Disciple and the Son of Dathomir comic, but a lot of that stuff they just have said, yeah, we consider that to be true. So I would assume that Cad Bane took Boba Fett under his wing for a while, trained him up so that they could have a duel together, and then that happened, and we don't really know the outcome. Maybe Cad Bane did survive that.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Is the Razor Crest Lego set out yet?
No.
That one's not out yet.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely want to do that one because we get the Baby Yoda fig.
It's so bitty.
It's little bitty. Build the Galaxy fleet all out of Legos. Ugh. I would do, well, you don't like Y-Wings, but I would do a Y-Wing build.
I would do we could get the UCS Y-Wing. I don't know how much that one is, but the issue is space more than anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we can start putting some downstairs and in my office. He did build, he built some of the Tron
light cycles.
Light cycles, yeah. Those are downstairs on our shelves, like in our living room. I don't really mind Lego sets like that, being around other parts of the house. I just don't want it to get too out of hand because I want it to feel, I don't know, like I like decorating and adding just like little, really vague, nerdy things.
These feel like they shouldn't be extra.
Uh-oh. We got extra pieces, guys. Can we do a lightsaber move? I can kind of do some twirls, but there's definitely not enough room for me to do it in here. I would break everything.
If you break that Star Destroyer.
Ooh, HK47, what TV show would you recommend binging during quarantine? Well, I just saw that Sci-Fi has put out Battlestar Galactica for free. You don't have to have any streaming service at all. Although it is on Hulu?
You've been watching it on Hulu, yeah.
Yeah, it is on Hulu, but you can watch it for free on Sci-Fi's website. Highly recommend Battlestar Galactica. That's another one that we've seen quite a few times. Oh, M. Jalid, thank you for the super chat. Where is your Baby Yoda puppet? Well,
you can go get him.
We don't have. It's not a puppet. It's a Build-A-Bear. But I'll go get it.
I found the mess up and I'm fixing it. So. Other shows to stream. Blue Bantha Milk. I've never seen Fringe. So we could get behind that. We always watch Parks and Rec. We watch a lot of Parks and Rec. Like, we watch it every year, once at least. I can hear the puppet coming.
Hilo's barking at it.
Hilo doesn't like it?
I made sure that you could still hear the sound.
Is he jealous that you have another son?
Here it is. Da 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 da. Hilo, no. Can't have him. He's mine. And he makes the little Baby Yoda sound.
They sound like farts, I still think.
Oh, yeah.
You better keep that away from Hilo.
Yeah, he does not like the sounds that it's playing. Oh, there you go.
He giggles and he plays his theme song.
Is this gonna get a copyright strike?
Might.
Okay. We'll put him up here for now.
I can't believe you've done this.
He's so cute. He's my baby. And Hilo, get out of here. I mean, you can stay, but you can't have my Baby Yoda. The Mandalorian theme is one of my favorite themes in all of Star Wars. It's great, says Elijah Neal. I agree. It's super good. What's his name?
Ludwig Göransson.
Ludwig Göransson, who does the music on The Mandalorian, also worked on Black Panther. is doing a fantastic job, and I love all the music.
We made it our Animal Crossing town theme song, like the little chime.
How can we bring this all back to Animal Crossing? Who else is playing Animal Crossing besides us?
We keep talking about making our flag just Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
Because...
Alright, this guy's cape is wild. Like, tone it down.
Because, like, I'm not a huge gamer, and I don't know that I can think of any video game that I have wanted to, like, play daily.
But here we are.
And, well, except for when I was younger, I played, like, N64 games, and even younger than that, I had the original Nintendo, and I played a lot of that because it was fairly easy. Video games are just too hard nowadays. There's too many buttons.
All right, Meemaw.
The Dark Jedi, thank you for the super chat. Chucking a buck to the goats of Star Wars YouTube. I'm gonna assume. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's a goat.
It looks like a goat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Dark
I like
Jedi.
That. Chucking a buck.
Greatest of all time. That is what GOAT stands for, as I'm told. Matthew Lang, thank you for the super chat. You should both build the Falcon or some ship out of random Lego pieces for a stream. Ooh. See whose looks better by the end.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I have enough Legos for us to do that.
Oh, man.
But I would just I'd pull that one out at the end. Be like, here you go!
Yeah, we do have a Falcon up there. But yeah, that might be fun. I'm terrible at...
That's a good idea. Like, have little competitions.
Yeah.
They can tell us what to build, like TIE Fighter, and we do our best to make one, and then they can tell us which is better.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to pay much attention to the chat, though.
That's true. Hilo can moderate.
He's chewing his bone, like, right underneath us. Thornton Wagger, thank you for the super chat. Bo-Katan had her chance. It's time for our boy Mando to wield the Darksaber and be Mandalore. Happy quarantine. We talked about this in... Is it the most recent?
We might be talking about it in 2 days.
Yeah, and so the Q&A that's going to be coming up this Saturday, we talk a little bit about the Mandalorian and the Darksaber and whether or not he might wield it. So keep an eye out for that.
Maybe we did that last week. I don't know. It's all running together at this point.
Oh yeah, I don't know what anything is or means anymore. Happy quarantine, yes. I hope you guys are finding ways to entertain yourselves, healthy or unhealthy. We're doing a little bit of both.
Yeah. We try to spend our days being healthy so we can spend our nights being unhealthy, and it just balances out.
It does.
Oh, but like let's talk about Bo-Katan. For like, I do kind of think the end game is for the Mandalorian to have the Darksaber. I think he will wield it eventually. I really love the idea that this series is about a bounty hunter trying to find his honor again, and I think that's a good way to do it, where like this foundling, this orphan who isn't a true-born Mandalorian eventually becomes the greatest among them.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I really hope we get Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian Season 2. If it's a flashback, if she's there in the flesh trying to get the Darksaber back, either way,
Bring me Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah, and I want Katie Sackhoff to play her. Tar Vizsla, thank you for the super chat. I don't see a question, but I will keep an eye out. If you have a question, feel free to drop it in the chat.
What? Oh, there it is. Okay. All these black pieces, it's hard to tell where they go sometimes.
Did you figure out where those other pieces went?
Yep.
Okay. Ryan Cunningham says it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
So glad you guys are streaming. I'm going to watch what I missed later. Keep up the great work. Favorite channel on YouTube.
Oh, thanks. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Even better than, like, benching with Babish? He's pretty good. He's better than we are. And Maddie Matheson. All the cooking channels.
Just like watching food.
Yeah. Brian asks me if a faction manager came calling, would I join the Schmoedown and compete? Well, I did talk to Christian about competing if I wanted to be part of the draft. But for the most part, I think the only other time that I would compete would be Celebration. So if someone wants to try and get me on their team by the time Celebration rolls around, if Celebration is even happening.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be super depressing. But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably play in the Schmoedown again, get my butt whooped.
You did not get your butt whooped.
I made some classic Schmoedown mistakes. I forgot about multiple choice.
Everyone does their first match.
Yeah. And I feel like all of our, for even both of us, our matches are always live events, and that adds some pressure.
That's true.
Ooh, Star Wars just put out a video called Star Wars, The High Republic Characters Revealed, Your Cute Pets, and More.
Of course they did. What are Alex and Molly doing? They busy right now? Throw up a video. Let's do this. Let's watch it.
Right now?
Yeah, let's watch it live.
On the stream?
Yeah, everyone wants us to do reactions, and I'm just like this is my reaction to everything, but wait, is this like a full-on, how long is it?
5 minutes, almost 6 minutes.
Is today Wednesday? No.
The stories are set about 200 years before the events of Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, and I'm so pleased to deliver your exclusive first look at a trio of peacekeepers. Meet Jedi Avar Kriss, the brightest, most noble example
She was in the
of
Charles
Jedihood.
Soule
There's also Loden
Rise of
Greatstorm,
Kylo
a
Ren comic.
Twi'lek
Sorry,
Jedi
and I'm
Master
talking
who is
over it.
considered to be one up at a trio of peacekeepers. Meet Jedi Avar Kriss, the brightest, most noble example of Jedihood. There's also Loden Greatstorm, a Twi'lek Jedi Master who is considered to be one of the best teachers in the Jedi Order at the time. And the quick-witted, if slightly impulsive, Jedi Keeve Trennis. We will watch her career with great interest. For more on these characters and first look at other concept art of even more High Republic heroes, check out StarWars.com. Alphabet Squadron reporting in. The sequel to the novel by Alexander Freed, Shadowfall, may not be out until June 23rd, but today we have an exclusive first look at, drumroll, I'd be rolling on my desk right here with the drums, but I can't because I don't have the desk, but that's okay. It's Major Soren Keyes, the commander back in charge of Shadowwing, the deadly TIE Fighter Strike Force. Behind on the series? The first book, Alphabet Squadron, is available right now in ebook format for $1.99.
Wow.
Hasbro has
That's a
recently
great deal.
announced
It's a
new
great
additions
book. I
to their
love it.
Black Series and Vintage
Okay.
Collection lines through exclusive.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
What a reaction, Alex Franco 25. Thank you for the super chat. We're so excited.
So yeah, we just, if you check the Star Wars YouTube channel, they just announced 3 names of 3 High Republic Jedi.
Yeah. What is today's Thursday, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not crazy. That's usually they do the Star Wars show on Wednesday. Yeah.
Well, they had one yesterday, but they do the news ones every Thursday.
Okay. That's right. All right.
Elijah Neal, thank you for the super chat. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Very, very true.
Yeah, I'm all in on the High Republic stuff, and this is one of my favorite Star Wars books in the new canon. Like I said earlier, I love pilots, I love starfighters, I love spaceship fights. That hit everything I wanted it to.
It wasn't my favorite, but like that kind of stuff isn't my favorite to read about, so it makes sense. So I don't know if I'll read the sequel or not.
Wow. Wow.
Well, once the audiobooks come out,
That's your jam.
I'll almost always listen to the Star Wars audiobooks because they're fantastic.
I'm going to read it and spoil it for you.
Alex Franco 25, thank you again for another super chat. I know Alex never played the MMO KOTOR, but has he at least seen the cinematic?
Yes, I watch all those cinematics. They look amazing. I've always enjoyed those. Even when I have no idea what's going on, I'm like, this is super cool. Like the two brothers fighting Vitiate or Valkorion or whatever his name was at that point. That's a great one.
Yeah. I think I've seen some of them. Some videos.
That's just like, I should get into it. Now's a good time for it, I suppose. But it's one of those things where it came out while I was in college, and I didn't want that to consume my life, and it's like, I felt like I missed the boat on it, and that I'm way behind now, but I should just do it.
Yeah. It's 8:50. How much longer do you want to go?
We got one more bag after this.
All right. Well, I have to pee.
You can do that.
Pee break.
You're not. Let me release your handcuff from your chair so you can. Yeah, I am hungry, but I want to finish this. Ooh, HK4. The second you left, we got a Buffy question. HK47, you know we're Buffy fans. Have we read the comics? Would you recommend them? We have not. We have the Blu-ray for season 8, like the motion comic. I got it from Molly for Christmas. Thought it would be a great Christmas present, and then I think we watched like the first bit and then stopped. We should pick it back up. I have read quite a few summaries on like what happens. But yeah, that's something we should probably get into. It's like, I just don't read it. Like, Star Wars is the only comic universe I pay any attention to. D. Torrey, this is a good one. What breed of dog inspired both Wookiees and Indiana Jones? I want to say Malamute? I'm not sure about that. I don't know why that popped into my head, though. So I'm going to say Malamute.
You want another White Claw?
Sure. Or, no, get me something else. Surprise me. Raffintel. What would I think about a Breaking Bad Star Wars series in which the character is the guy trying to sell death sticks to Obi-Wan, and the series ends with that scene from the movie? Well, I think that would be the biggest problem, is knowing that eventually he goes home and rethinks his life. However, why won't this go on? The idea of a Star Wars Breaking Bad series, I think that's why I like the Darth Bane books so much, because especially the first one, got the hiccups, are very much about this character who's sympathetic. You're rooting for him, but he's on the dark side. But you're like, I still empathize with him. And then eventually he starts doing things that are too far gone, and you're like, well, I can't root for this guy anymore. But that was a really fun thing to read, where you like this person, you're rooting for him, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you went too far. And that's kind of the thing with Walter White, is you start off where, like, yeah, you really want him to succeed in what he's doing and, like, get his, and eventually you're not rooting for him anymore. Or, like, you shouldn't be. You can acknowledge that he's a terrible person, but he's still the protagonist of the show, so I wound up just rooting for Jesse. Oh, was I right, D-Tori? It was a Malamute? I don't know. I mean, I must have read that somewhere. I just, like, I don't know dog breeds that well. So, I'm proud of myself for that one. Oh, you've got one named Luke. That's awesome. Did you get your Malamute because of Indiana Jones and Star Wars, or did you just like the breed?
Oh boy.
Oh, did Hilo just shut himself in?
You can have my koozie if you want. Oops.
Parker Harris, how much does Obi-Wan agree to pay Han for safe passage to Alderaan? Do you know that one?
Do what now?
How much does Obi-Wan agree to pay Han for their trip to Alderaan?
17,000.
Yep.
2,000 now. 15 when we get there.
Yep.
Boom. Who wants me on their faction?
This whole stream has been an audition.
I am Alex Damon light.
You are much lighter than I am.
I mean, like, light on the trivia knowledge. Oh, Zachary says when you take care of your grandparents, so you can't have a beer.
Oh.
Good for you for taking care of your grandparents, though. Especially, like, right now. Oh, what's up, Star Wars Ramblings?
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah. Be nice and take care of the elderly. This is a very scary time for them. I know my mom, like, every time I talk to her on the phone, I'm like, you didn't leave or go anywhere, did you? And thankfully, she's not, like, trying to go anywhere. She knows that she needs to stay at home. Anyways. Boo, boo, boo. Have we ever played Magic the Gathering? No. But we know, what's his, Ben? Ben Bateman?
And Mark Ellis.
Ben Bateman and Mark Ellis both, I believe, play Magic the Gathering. They're Schmodown people.
One of my college roommates, who I'm still very good friends with, I think tried to get me to play it once with him when we were first living together, and I was like, nope, not having it. I used to play the Star Wars customizable card game, but I only played that because it was Star Wars. I can't. It's too much for me now. But we have friends who are very into it.
No, definitely no hate against those
No.
people who love to play it. It's just a little too complicated, I think, for us.
I've got room in here for one big obsession,
Yeah.
and that's like one of those things that's like, oh, this is going to take over.
Yeah.
No, definitely no shade thrown at people who play it, except for our friends, because we like to make fun of them.
Do we like Ahsoka's arc so far? Tucker Griffith. I like it so far. We just recorded our commentary. If you're a member of our Patreon, you can check out we do commentaries on all the Clone Wars episodes, and we're going through the entire series, but we do them on the new ones as well. We just recorded the one
From last Friday.
Yeah, the most recent episode. And yeah, I don't
It's
know.
fine.
I'm on the fence about it. I'm hoping to get more Ahsoka, because right now it feels like it's about the twins or the sisters, and I know it's all just like a learning experience for Ahsoka. So I think we're getting there. Have you watched the new Mr. Sunday Movies animated video? I have not.
I
But
keep meaning to.
yeah, we want to. I kept seeing it and
I put it on my watch later, but like I haven't read the script or anything, so I need to just. I feel like I should at least know. I know the basics, and I guess that's what his video does. But
Hilo and Pippin are currently sort of wrestling, so be prepared for everything to fall apart here pretty soon. Jero Espino, thank you for the super chat. The super chat. Why did Dooku's eyes never turn Sith yellow? Good question.
I would guess he just never went that full on evil bad.
But he could use the lightning.
Yeah, that's not so did Rey.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, I think Dooku had noble intentions, at least when he started. Like, I don't think he was. He definitely does some evil things in the Clone Wars, but I don't think that he was ever just full on Sith the way Palpatine was. And I don't think Palpatine thought he was that, or even intended for him to be his true apprentice.
Yeah, I think he was more just like power hungry and egotistical. So
and very
like
much like the ends justify the means.
yeah, so like he was a bad guy, but not in the extreme way that most other Sith are. Star Wars Ramblings, thank you for the super chat. I stopped my Magic the Gathering stuff when I realized I was burning $500+ every time a new set came out. Now I just burn money on silly super chats on YouTube.
Well, thanks, man. But yeah, I hear my friends talking about what they do for Magic.
Oh,
Hey, Hilo.
Hilo's
like trying to trap Pippin.
stop it.
Hilo.
Keep talking.
Okay. Leave the cats alone.
No. Leave Pippin alone. Come on, Pippin.
James Leinonen, thank you for... Oh, Leinonen. Thank you for another super chat. Thoughts on the idea that the Empire would have won if Han didn't step on a twig and alert the scout trooper, bringing in Ewoks? I mean, we can just call that Will of the Force, man. That's... I think they probably would have found Ewoks eventually. This is very much like the whole... the entire saga could have been stopped if the dude that was supposed to shoot all the escape pods just shot R2 and 3PO. Mm-hmm. It's the butterfly effect. This one thing happens, so something else happens. I mean, that's just the way it goes.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
That's the way the blue milk coagulates.
Ooh.
Sarah Hazen Bask? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Thank you for the super chat. Do we expect to see a transgender Star Wars character? I mean...
That's interesting. Someone asked me on Patreon recently. And like, I can't think of one that has existed, although they pointed out a Legends character that swapped their gender.
It would be cool if we saw one in the High Republic, because usually the LGBTQ community is most likely going to be represented in books or comics first. For instance, Dr. Aphra.
The Aftermath trilogy, Taka from Last Shot. That's when the question was posed to me on Patreon. All I could think of were non-binary characters.
Yeah.
Which, and I was telling you about this the other day. Like, this is why I think including things like that in pop culture are important, is because in the Aftermath trilogy, there was a character that referred to themselves as like Ji and Zhur. And then the one that really confused me was Taka, where they kept referring to them as they. Mm-hmm. And I was like so confused because I was like, did I miss something? Does he have two heads? And like, I felt really, it was the dumbest thing. And I Googled it.
You just didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the first time I learned about those pronouns.
Yeah.
And now I know. And I was like so grateful to like learn something, and now like not embarrass myself, and now I'm telling this embarrassing story anyway.
But it's a good learning experience.
Yes.
And so now Star Wars has their own version of they them.
Well, I think the Ji and the Zhur thing is a real world thing too, because I had to Google that.
Oh, see, I'm not even up on all the.
It's just a lesser used, and probably maybe Chuck Wendig thought that it felt more Star Warsy.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm just not.
Oh yeah.
We're just not as well informed on those terms.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's important that like when it pops up in popular fiction, then we learn about it. I'm sure by now I would have learned about it regardless, but what Solo came out in 2018. So I learned about it then, and I learned about Ji and Zhur from 2015. So I'm just saying, like, that's
it needs to happen.
Yes, it's good that it happens.
We got a couple more super chats here, so I'm gonna try to get to these. Alex Franco 25, thank you for another super chat.
He said Chuper Chat.
Chuper Chat. That's right. I'm gonna change the name to Chuper Chat. Do lightsaber colors still have a meaning, or is that just legends? Because I like to dual wield blue and green.
I believe that is just a Legends thing now.
Although Rey having a yellow lightsaber, I want to think that means something, but I don't know.
I think that there is thematic meaning behind some of them, but it's not like now I'm trying to remember what they all are. Sentinel, Guardian. Whenever I did my lore play on KOTOR, that was the last time I played it. But I don't think that they have, like, well, if you're going to be this in the Jedi Order, you have to have a blue lightsaber. Yeah. I don't think that's the case anymore.
Yeah. Tar Bizla, thank you so much for the super chat. I have a question about Yoda and Obi-Wan. After Revenge of the Sith, they knew about everything. Did they have a plan originally? What were they going to do with Luke and Leia? Or did they just play it by ear? So, when Luke and Leia were born, did they have a plan?
It doesn't sound like it, because especially from a certain point of view, we had Yoda who wanted to train Leia, and Obi-Wan wanted to train Luke. And when Obi-Wan kind of like contacts Yoda, and he's like, it's time. And Yoda's like, yeah, let's get her. And he was like, no, the boy. And Yoda's like, what are you talking about? Yeah. So, yeah, I think they were playing it by ear, and we're not great communicators. Especially
now after seeing that Leia did train a little bit with Luke. She had her own lightsaber. If you haven't read from a certain point of view, I would at least say to check that story out. That's Yoda's story, right?
Yes. I believe it's near the end. It's after Obi-Wan dies, because then his spirit goes and says, what's up to Yoda?
Yeah. It's just really cool to see that Yoda's like according to that story, Yoda's original plan was to train Leia and not Luke. But Leia had her own business to deal with. She was in the Senate, taking care of business.
Last bag.
Last bag, you guys. We're doing it. What's that?
I don't know.
Is that like a Sith shrine?
I guess. I mean, the whole castle was built on like a little dark side thingy to do. So
This is cool. When we get finished, maybe we'll post some pictures, but like at the bottom back corner of this, you can see like a little, it looks like a little crystal with a shrine. Yeah. These Lego sets are very intricate.
I'm gonna face it forward since it's actually looking complete.
Yeah. Someone said that crystal is a Sith holocron. That'd be, yeah.
Oh, is that what it's meant to be?
I believe that.
I mean, oh, it is a pyramid.
I want more holocrons. I hope that in the High Republic, we get to do more with holocrons.
Well, we know that Avar Kriss has one because it was in the Rise of Kylo Ren comic.
Yep. Ooh, I know this one. Mike Gaib. I'm just going to say Mike. Gehib? Trivia question.
Now's a good time for, like, because I recognize so many of these names and I know that we've probably gotten many of them wrong. Feel free to phonetically tell us and we'll remember for the future.
Yeah. In which movie does the camera pan back up after the opening crawl? And up instead of down?
Mm-hmm.
Attack of the Clones?
Yep.
That's the only one to pan up. Oh, I know this one too, I think. Daniel asks, trivia, how often do the Supremacy's clearance codes re-scramble? Every 6 minutes?
Oh, no.
Every...
That's how long it would last
Oh.
when they shut down the A-class process.
Every 30...
They're biohexacrypted and re-scrambled, I think, every hour. It might be half hour. You might be right. But in my head, I'm hearing Finn go, biohexacrypted and re-scrambled every hour. And Ryan Johnson gave him...
That's the system. Oh, yeah, he says that's the system cycle. Correct, every hour.
Ryan Johnson gave John Boyega a piece of art, I think a painting of Finn or something, but it said, like, biohexacrypted on it because apparently he had a lot of trouble with that line. Which, who can blame him? But that's Star Wars.
That's
like Harrison Ford said, you can type this stuff, but you can't say it.
That's the kind of trivia question that I want to see more of on the Schmoedowns, because that's the kind of stuff that as super Star Wars nerds, like, that's the stuff that you should know.
They have really, Skaliski, who writes the questions, has really stepped it up. Like, the last Star Wars match I watched had some tough ones in it.
Oh, Nate Buckman.
Oh, hey, Nate.
Hey, he just had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
I think it was yesterday, or I might be wrong, but happy birthday / belated birthday. Says, good evening. Both Michelle and I are hoping you two are doing well. And wow, Vader's castle is looking great. Yeah, this is a really cool Lego set. Like, just, it's very aesthetically pleasing.
It's been in my wish list for, like, since it came out. And it took the quarantine to make me pull the trigger.
Oh, he says 2 days ago,
okay.
His birthday.
I hope you guys are staying safe out there.
Yeah. Birthdays in quarantine. I'm probably going to have one too if this keeps going until May 1st. That's my birthday. So send your presents. Oh, Daniel S., that's pulled from one of our past trivia quizzes we do in our Discord server, which we should visit more often.
I mean, I don't want to show off, and I should run the trivia thing.
No, not just at the, not just on the trivia, just like
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, the trivia part of it.
right.
That would be fun to run some trivia competitions. Ooh, maybe we
Yeah.
can figure out that app that Perry was using the other night.
I mean, it's tricky when it comes to us and trivia because, like, we don't want to give anything away that the other Schmodown competitors could use. You know,
I think that's more an inner-geekdom at this point.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I agree. Like, Roxy told me to stop, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable with that Star Wars belt. I know we got some people coming, but
I mean, Christian let us take it home. They normally keep all the belts at their studio.
well, most of the competitors are in LA, so
Yeah, that's true. But we have it here in our video. And it's gorgeous. Ooh. Mike has another trivia question. How many dewbacks are in the original 1977 release, and how many are in the 1997 release? I have a guess.
Okay.
Two in the original, 4 in the special.
I think I can definitely picture 2 in the original, and my rule of thumb is to add 1, so I'm going to say 3 in 77. And then there's like 3 or 4 in that one Tatooine scene alone. I'll say 5 in the special edition.
Oh, are we talking about like? Oh yeah.
It is 2 in the original. Oh, I got the special edition right though.
2 and 5. See, we could do this as a team.
Yeah, together we get one correct answer.
What Sith species word did the title of Darth originate from? Ooh.
I'm gonna guess Lord, but I don't
Sith-
know that. That's a guess.
Oh, so like Darth is Sith
Darth is a word in the Sith species language.
for Lord.
My guess.
Oh, okay.
What does Lord mean?
Yeah.
Or Darth. I'm sorry. What does Darth mean? And I'm gonna guess Lord.
Gotcha.
Or super cool dude.
Brian, would I choose to be in Inner Geekdom or Star Wars? I would definitely still choose Star Wars over Inner Geekdom. Inner Geekdom is too many movies.
So I'm just gonna work my way through. We got the Star Wars belt, and then I'm gonna branch out, and I'm gonna get the Inner Geekdom belt, and once I have
And
that,
then I'll get the Star Wars belt.
as long as it's in the family, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then once I get the Inner Geekdom belt, I'll branch out and I'll get the singles and the team belt.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy peasy. Oh, Darthari with an apostrophe.
Oh, okay.
That's the original Sith word.
Oh. Do we know what that means? I don't.
I don't know. Dark Lord? Maybe?
That sounds redundant.
Ooh, non-Star Wars question. Andrew McCarthy asks, what camera do you film with? So right now we're on a webcam, but we normally
A
film.
Logitech C920, I think. That's all I know.
Oh, real quick, fun fact. One of our friends told us that webcams right now, used webcams, like the prices are ridiculously high, like people selling them on eBay because during the quarantine, people are like wanting to stream and record videos and stuff for the internet. So that's a really interesting / stupid way for people to make a quick buck.
Or maybe they just want to be on Google Hangouts with their friends.
Oh yeah, that too. They want to be able to. I guess if they can't use FaceTime on their phone, they want to be able to video chat with people. Ultimate Boy asks, do we work out at home? Yes.
Yep.
Well, we have to now. I am still a member of Orange Theory, if anyone knows what that is. I may end up canceling it because it's really hard.
And you can do it all from home.
Right now they're doing videos on their YouTube channel for free, which is what they should be doing because they've frozen everyone's accounts since they can't go to the gyms. And yeah, anyways, we do have a pretty decent home gym. We have a treadmill. We have a pull-up bar.
Got a bench press and a squat rack.
Bench press, squat rack. We've got 2 barbells, weights. We've got yoga mats, the stretchy bands, resistance bands. There's what I'm trying to say is there's no reason why we're both not in peak physical condition right now because we have all of that equipment. It's just that we enjoy lounging about, playing
Animal Crossing's out, guys.
playing Animal Crossing, and we enjoy cookies and drinks and the finer things in life. But exercise is important, and you should do it.
Well said.
Honestly, just for us, the ability to walk Hilo in our neighborhood has been really nice, like a daily routine just to like get out of the house, do something outdoors. But every once in a while, we'll come across a neighbor that's jogging, and we'll have to gotta stay 6 feet away, so we gotta go across the street and go to the other side. But we should look like Captain America, says Deadpool 3203. You're right. I mean, we have no excuse. We have a lot of protein in the house, and we have a lot of weights, and we have a treadmill. Those are the 3 big ones, I think, for looking like Captain America. Ooh, Battlestar trivia. Which planet is home to the Colonial government?
I know, do you know?
Shoot. Now I'm trying to get out of Star Wars mode.
You absolutely know.
And into Battlestar
You're
mode.
immediately overthinking this, I think.
What?
The answer.
I don't remember.
What's the main planet?
Oh, Caprica.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Yeah.
I mean, that might be wrong. I might be wrong, but...
Oh, yeah, he says Caprica.
I was going to feel dumb if he was like, Gemini.
How much would we recommend Battlestar Galactica?
As much as you can recommend anything.
Yeah. the most recommended amount.
It's so good. And it's free. You can watch it for free right now.
Yeah. Go on, I think it's on Sci-Fi's website. You can watch it for free. You don't
We have the Blu-rays, so we don't need that.
Yeah. If you can also buy it, but if you don't have any streaming services, you can watch it on their website. Ooh. Name 2 other lightsaber resistant metals other than Ketosis and Beskar.
Well, shoot. I made a
What are
video
the-
about this.
What are the
Frick's one.
Praetorian Guard things made out of? Praetorian.
Well, they have energy little things coming out of their weapons to deflect lightsabers.
No, but the parts of their armor.
Oh, yeah.
Parts of their armor is lightsaber resistant. I mean, regular plastoid is what regular stormtrooper armor is made out of. So
All I can think of is Frick right now.
frick.
Yep. Because it's so fun to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Star Wars Ramblings said frick. Which version of the BSG Blu-rays do we have?
The one in the box.
Yeah.
I think the first version that came out.
Yeah, it's just like the box set. I don't know if there's a better version.
What you doing there, Hilo?
I have to pee again.
All right.
All right, you're in charge.
Okay. Blue Bantha Milk. No, not the one with the toy in the top, but we did have that one for the DVDs. I later sold the DVDs, but I kept the toy. Frickin' Ultra Chrome. Thank you, Dreadnor. John Davenport, what were the 2 concepts for Grievous and which book were they both featured in? What are their names? I have no idea. Star Wars Bricks, can I read Arabesh? Yes, but slowly. Very slowly. It's like I know enough letters to get by and fill in the gaps. Oh, Jordan, BSG trivia. What are the call signs of both Sharon's, Boomer and Athena? I need to know the answer to that Grievous one. But since Zachary Shively is having a crisis here, what's the true home of the Sith? Is it Exegol or Moraban? It's Moraban. According to the Visual Dictionary. It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, Exegol feels like it could have been. Well, I guess not for story purposes. That Korriban or Moraban was a unknown planet to people, so there was none of this like, well, how do we get there business. But according to the Visual Dictionary, Moraband is home of the Sith. Exegol was just a secret world.
That Battlestar question made me realize if you guys have any Buffy trivia that you want to lay down on me, feel free. Because if I could play Buffy the Vampire Slayer trivia, I would maybe dominate.
Strong words.
Let's try, yeah. I could be wrong because I have a terrible memory, but someone, I can't find it now, but someone in the chat asked about learning Arabesh. Honestly, it's just like studying the conversion alphabet and memorizing
Pretty much, yeah.
the symbols to letters.
I mean, I guess it's just like learning any alphabet. You just eventually you start to recognize them. Start with the vowels,
Yeah. Buffy Explained. Yes.
I've been telling you to do that. They're doing a reboot, or not a reboot, a spin-off, continuation, I don't know what to call it, but now's the time to start doing that.
Is that confirmed, though, happening?
I thought so.
I mean, I'll do it, but, like, we brought this up once before, but I don't know that Buffy is the kind of show that you could do the same kind of videos that we do about Star Wars. Like, I don't know that I would have as much content to talk about. Hi, Hilo.
Well, you just do different kinds of videos.
Hi. He just, like, put his... Oh! Buffy trivia. When was the first episode
I know you know that.
Buffy and Spike kissed? Oh, the musical.
Which is called?
Wait, is it the musical?
Don't...
What about Something Borrowed?
Oh, yeah. No,
Something Borrowed.
yes.
They kiss in that.
That's a little tricky.
Yeah.
They weren't under their own control. The first time that they really wanted to kiss.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That's funny. That's a tricky one.
Yeah. Hilo, stop. He's like chewing the bone against my leg. Oh, okay. He says it still counts. I don't know if you are asking because you knew that or if you looked that up, but I'd be interested to. If you looked that up, I'd be interested to know what the answer technically was. Oh, Adam Bryant, his wife is a huge Buffy fan as well. Have you read the new Slayer novels that were released recently? I do have the first one, and I started it, but I'm terrible at reading books. I just have a short attention span, so...
It's more, you just fall asleep.
Yeah, I fall asleep when I try to read.
I just find her on the ground. I'm like, oh, Molly's been reading again. She's snoring.
More Battlestar children. Can you name Adama's 3 children? Did he have 3 children?
3?
I know he has Apollo.
What's his real name?
Lee.
Uh-huh.
And the one that died.
Uh-huh. What's his name?
Lee and Zach?
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a third.
I don't think he had, unless it's...
Would it be Kara, like his adopted daughter?
Or Mike says Athena.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the 2.
Yeah, he considers Starbuck a daughter, but...
All right, we'll get back to Star Wars stuff.
It's been a long stream. Rambling a bit. It's almost over though. Like seriously, I'm on like the last couple steps.
Oh, okay, good.
That feels like something that...
Oh, Alex Franco 25, thank you for another generous super chat. Do you think Disney is ever going to complete the blank wing alphabet? Like X-Wing.
Oh, like have 26. I think there was a D-Wing in...
Wasn't there a K-Wing?
Yeah. Well, in The Rise of Skywalker, I think that they at least conceptualized a D-Wing. I don't know if it was in the movie. The K-Wing was a beast. I doubt it. I'm trying to think of what would be one that was just impossible to really do.
Q. Someone said Q-Wings.
That was in Robot Chicken.
Caleb Diaz, I had subscribed to Buffy Explained. Awesome. I will try to figure that out.
I feel like there's something that they want me to do, but
Matthew Lang says, can you handle Star Trek trivia? We can, but we've been told not to.
I would take some movie only questions.
Yeah, if you want to throw down some movie only Star Trek trivia, I'll allow it.
A couple months since we watched them all, but
How old is Dave Filoni?
I don't know that. Oh, this is cool. The inside just like has this glow from the light in those pieces. Alright, I gotta stick Vader in his little egg. There you go, buddy.
Revenge of the Sith. What is the name of the Outer Rim planetoid where Luke and Leia were born? That is Polis Massa.
Yeah. Put that down a little hard.
Oh, Mike, thank you again for the super chat. He says he's going off the original Battlestar. That's how old I am, haha.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have not seen the original Battlestar, unfortunately.
Did I put these on wrong?
This doesn't... Are they supposed to, like, close?
I think I put
Did you put the...
I think I put the walls on wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. Caleb Diaz, thank you for the super chat. Great set, better channel, LOL, stay safe and healthy. Thank you. We
That
will
makes sense.
stay
This
safe.
wasn't fitting quite right. I was like trying to force it. I'm surprised nothing broke.
Wow. That's a big...
It's not that big of a deal.
It's a
Look,
big deal.
it's fixed. I did it.
Star Trek question. What is Scotty's actual name?
Montgomery. That was a lot easier. Okay.
Trivia, when does episode 1 take place, BBY years?
32.
See, like, the years questions I would have a lot of trouble with. I can... If I study, like, how many years are between each film and, like, what years the film's actually released, I can remember those for the most part, but... other than that, I don't have room for it in my head. Scott Musgrave just came in to see you finish the Lego set. Yep.
Just putting little people inside now.
It's pretty much done. What year did the Enterprise travel to Star Trek? Travel to in Star Trek 4? That's the 80s one?
86. I think 1986.
1 year before we were both born.
I think that's just the year the movie came out.
Elijah Neal, thank you for the super chat. This stream has been the highlight of my day. Parentheses, I would say highlight of my week, but I watched Return of the Jedi yesterday, and it's my favorite movie. That is completely fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
we'll take it.
We're so happy that we could brighten your day with some trivia and some Lego building. Hilo.
All right. Oh, where's the mouse spot go? Forgot about him. Hilo, could you chill? Oh, the mouse spot's got like a little... Oh my gosh! A little station.
Ooh, cool.
It's done.
Oh my gosh. We did it in only 2 streams.
Yeah. How long have we been going? 2.5 hours, so that's like 4.5 hours total. Good build.
We'll take some pictures and post it to
since our webcam doesn't do this justice.
Yeah, we'll post it to the Twitter at Star Wars Explain with no ED. If you're not already following us there, we'll post some pictures of the castle. But
Whew. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
yeah, I'm seeing so many Trek trivia questions. Keep those in mind. The next stream that we do, we will take all of your trivia questions. But for right now, we gotta eat dinner.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Lightmeyer, Captain Kirk wears gold. Is that how we're gonna end it on a Star Trek question? Thank you guys, seriously, for hanging out. This was a lot of fun to be able to build this and talk to people at the same time.
Yeah.
But may the Force be with you. I'm gonna go shut down the stream and we can eat.
Yes. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope I answered most of your important questions. Stay safe, wash your hands, stay home, or 6 feet away.